They don't change after you leave, they just finally lose access to the version of you they took for granted. And when someone realizes the door they ignored is now closed, they suddenly remember how to knock. But don't mistake that for growth. It's not healing, it's fear. Fear of losing the safety you gave them without asking for anything in return. People don't appreciate consistency while they still have it. They only understand its value in the absence of it. When you were there, you absorbed the tension, you carried the emotional weight, you held the connection together, you softened their instability, you made everything feel easier, and they mistook easier for effortless. So the moment you leave, the moment the emotional bill falls back into their hands, the dynamic changes. Not because they miss you, but because they miss the version of themselves they got to be when you were doing all the work. There are 3 psychological patterns behind this shift. First, the loss of control. When you leave, they lose their position of emotional advantage. Suddenly, they don't know what you're thinking. They don't know if you'll respond. They don't know if you'll move on. Uncertainty creates urgency. Urgency looks like effort, but it's not love. It's fear of losing control. Second, the collapse of convenience. You made them feel stable, not because they were stable, but because you were. When you remove the stabilizer, their life doesn't feel the same, and they confuse the discomfort of losing convenience with the emotion of losing you. And third, the ego wake-up. People don't always want you back. Sometimes they just don't want to feel rejected. Your absence threatens the identity they built, the one where they believed you'd always be there. So they reached out not to reconnect, but to repair their ego. Them treating you better now doesn't mean they grew. It means they're reacting to the one thing they never prepared for, your boundaries. Your distance forced truth into the light. Who was investing? Who was avoiding? Who was benefiting? Who was pretending? Who was silently taking? Your absence didn't create the change. It revealed the imbalance. And once they see it, they panic. Not because you were their person, but because you were their shelter.